Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Clayton Kershaw, the legendary left-hander for the Los Angeles Dodgers, reminded everyone why he's a future Hall of Famer with a dazzling performance during his latest rehab assignment. Pitching for the Dodgers' Arizona Complex League affiliate, Kershaw turned back the clock in a vintage display of dominance, tossing 6 no-hit innings against the Cincinnati Reds rookie-level squad. It wasn't just a rehab start, it was a statement. No hits, no runs, just 1 walk and 4 punch-outs. For someone fresh off multiple surgeries and months away from Major League action, Kershaw looked anything but rusty. In spring training, signaling not just a comeback effort, but also one final chapter in a storied career. And, judging by Tuesday's outing, it's shaping up to be a good one. Kershaw's calm demeanor on the mound, coupled with his efficient pitch count, made it feel like watching a master craftsman back in his element, building confidence with every pitch, setting hitters up, and finishing them with finesse. Tuesday's performance wasn't a fluke, either. It's the culmination of a month-long build-up that's seen Kershaw climb steadily through the minor league ranks. He started the rehab journey in AAA with Oklahoma City, where he made 3 solid starts. Then came a stop in AA Tulsa for 1 outing before heading to the Arizona Complex League for what might be the most eye-popping rehab appearance of the year so far. Through all these stops, he's maintained strong numbers, a 1-0 record, a sharp 2.12 ERA, a minuscule 0.765 WHIP, and 7.4 strikeouts per 9 innings. These aren't just decent stats for a guy recovering from surgery. They're impressive numbers for any pitcher, rehab or not. And more than just numbers, they show rhythm, control, and readiness. Kershaw isn't just going through the motions. He's gearing up for one more run. But the timing of his return is as critical as the performance itself. Kershaw isn't eligible to come off the 60-day injured list until May 17th, which gives him just enough room for likely one more tune-up start. And then, he'll be thrown into a Dodgers rotation that's been absolutely ravaged by injuries. Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Gavin Stone, River Ryan, Emmett Sheehan. The list reads like a full rotation on its own. The Dodgers, despite their record and offensive firepower, need stability on the mound. Enter Kershaw. If he can stay healthy, he doesn't just bring elite experience. He brings leadership, playoff pedigree, and the kind of poise that hold a clubhouse together during tough stretches. His return could be the emotional and tactical lift the Dodgers so desperately need right now. Kershaw's 2024 comeback also comes after a rather uncharacteristic 2023. In just 7 starts last season, he posted a 4.50 ERA and a 1.500 WHIP, both career worst marks. His minus 0.3 WAR was a statistical anomaly for a pitcher used to dominating year in and year out. But it's worth noting that he entered last season coming off 2 straight All-Star appearances in 2022 and 2023. So while the recent numbers weren't flattering, they didn't tell the full story. This is a guy who's pitched through pain, who's adapted his game as age and injuries crept in, and who continues to find ways to contribute. Every great athlete hits a dip, but it's the response that defines them. And if Tuesday's rehab gem was any indication, Kershaw's response is coming with heat, control, and that signature curveball that still freezes hitters in their tracks. What's even more tantalizing about Kershaw's return is the milestone that's just over the horizon. With 2,968 career strikeouts, he's only 32 away from joining the exclusive 3,000 strikeout club, a feat accomplished by just 19 other pitchers in MLB history. Think about that. All he needs is a handful of starts, and he'll cement his place in yet another legendary tier. And it's not like he's scraping by to get there. With a career 2.50 ERA, 1.010 WHIP, and 76.5 WAR, Kershaw has been the gold standard for over a decade. The milestone isn't just a testament to longevity. It's a reflection of consistent greatness. When that 3,000 strikeout comes, and it'll be a moment not just for Kershaw and Dodgers fans, but for baseball fans everywhere. From his debut in 2008 to his Cy Young campaigns and postseason heroics, Clayton Kershaw has written one of the most compelling pitching legacies of the modern era. He's a three-time Cy Young winner, an MVP, a World Series champion, and one of the most respected voices in the game. But what makes this comeback so special isn't just the accolades, it's the context. He's 37. He's had surgeries. He's been written off by some. And yet, here he is, carving up hitters in rehab outings like it's 2014. The way he's handled this phase of his career, with humility, work ethic, and grace, has only added to his legend. He's not just returning to compete. He's returning to win, to lead, and to remind everyone that greatness doesn't just vanish overnight. It's also important to highlight how Kershaw's comeback affects the Dodgers on a larger scale. With the rotation depleted, there's been pressure on younger arms and bullpen depth. Having Kershaw back means more than just innings. It means structure. It means the ability to plan matchups better, to protect younger arms from being overused, and to reintroduce a sense of calm every fifth day. This isn't a team lacking talent. It's a team needing reinforcements. And when your reinforcement happens to be a living legend with over 200 career wins and a postseason resume a mile long, it's not just an upgrade. It's a game changer. The Dodgers know what's at stake this season, and Kershaw's return could be the pivotal moment that steadies the ship. Looking ahead, there's cautious optimism about what Kershaw can bring. No one expects him to throw 200 innings or recapture his peak velocity. But the expectation isn't dominance, it's consistency. If Kershaw can give the Dodgers 5 to 6 strong innings every outing, keep the ERA low, and continue mentoring the younger guys, his value skyrockets. And let's not forget the postseason. Come October, experience matters. Game management matters. And there's arguably no pitcher in baseball more battle-tested than Kershaw. If the Dodgers can manage his workload and keep him healthy, he's going to be a weapon. A very big one. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to see Kershaw back on the mound in a high-stakes playoff game? Curveball in hand, legacy on the line? So as we wait for May 17th and his likely final rehab outing, the buzz is building. Dodgers fans are counting down the days. Baseball fans are watching closely. And Clayton Kershaw, as always, is just quietly doing the work, getting outs, building momentum, and preparing for what could be a storybook return to the majors. Tuesday's hitless gem wasn't just a highlight. It was a promise. A promise that the ace, the legend, the competitor is still here. And he's got a few more chapters to write. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. When news breaks in the baseball world, it often comes in whispers, rumors, speculative tweets, maybe a cryptic quote here and there. But today, that wasn't the case. No slow build-up, no drawn-out suspense. Just a bombshell. Brandon Gomes, the general manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, stepped in front of the media this morning and set the baseball universe on fire with one sentence. Juan Soto is officially a Dodger. That's it. Short, sharp, and seismic. The kind of moment that sends notifications exploding on phones, fans screaming in disbelief, and rival front offices scrambling for answers. It's not every day that a generational talent like Soto becomes available, let alone lands with a team already stacked with all-star firepower. But the Dodgers? They made it happen, and in true Hollywood fashion, it was loud, proud, and left everyone else gasping. We're going to unpack it all. How it happened, why it matters, and what's next. Now, let's be real. Nobody saw this coming. Not the insiders, not the rival GMs, not even the Dodgers faithful who usually dream big. A force, a presence that changes the energy of a dugout. And now he's wearing Dodger blue. It's the kind of move that makes you check your calendar and make sure it's not April Fool's Day. But it's real, and it's terrifying for the rest of the league. So how did this happen? How did the Dodgers manage to pull off what many thought was impossible? Well, according to sources close to the deal, it started quietly. Gomes reached out to the Padres front office just days ago. The talks were fast, focused, and centered on one thing: value. The Padres, mired in payroll challenges and struggling to find consistency, were open to moving Soto if the return was right. The Dodgers, deep in prospects and unafraid to spend, had exactly what San Diego needed. Names haven't been officially confirmed yet, but early reports suggest the package includes a mix of top-tier pitching prospects, MLB-ready talent, and, perhaps most crucially, a willingness to take on Soto's arbitration hit with no hesitation. That's the Dodgers' way. No fear. No delay. When opportunity knocks, they don't open the door. They blow it off the hinges. And once again, they've changed the game. There's also a deeper layer here, a rivalry twist that can't be ignored. The Padres and Dodgers have been battling not just on the field, but in the front offices. Over the last few years, San Diego has gone all in, chasing stars like Machado, Tatis, Darvish, and yes, Soto. For a brief moment, they were the flashy upstart trying to dethrone the established juggernaut. But now it feels like a reversal. The Padres, burdened by contracts and underwhelming performances, had to make a tough call. And who comes knocking? The team that never stops winning. The Dodgers didn't just land Soto. They took him from their most bitter rival. That's psychological warfare, folks. That's power. And it's going to add fuel to every future matchup between these two clubs. The NL West just became the Wild West again. And the Dodgers? They're the gunslingers in charge. Let's zoom out for a second and look at what this means for the National League. The Braves, Phillies, Cubs, they're all building, all chasing October glory. But this move shifts the balance in a big way. Juan Soto in LA tilts the field, not just because of his bat, but because of what it symbolizes. This is the Dodgers saying, we're going for it. Again, after a disappointing playoff exit last year, this front office wasn't content with just adding Shohei Ohtani. They went and grabbed another MVP-caliber star. It's an arms race out there, and the Dodgers just dropped a nuke. Opponents now have to prepare for a lineup that forces pitchers into 20-pitch innings and bullpens into early panic. There's no let-up, no break. Every night against the Dodgers is a war of attrition. And with Juan Soto now in the mix, the Dodgers have officially gone full Thanos mode. They're collecting all the stones. Of course, there's the financial side. Soto isn't cheap, and the Dodgers are already carrying massive commitments. But here's the kicker, they don't care. Because for LA, spending big is part of the blueprint. It's not reckless. It's strategic. They invest in players who deliver results, who draw fans, and who help win championships. Soto fits that mold perfectly. And yes, there's risk. He could test free agency, injuries could happen, chemistry could falter. But the Dodgers know something every great team knows. Flags fly forever. You take your shot when the window is open, and for the Dodgers, the window is wide. This isn't just a move for 2025. It's a statement of intent for the next 5 years. And don't be surprised if they try to lock him down long-term. Because when a talent like Soto walks into your clubhouse, you don't let him walk out easily. Fans? Oh, they're already going wild. Social media is melting down. Dodgers just won the World Series is trending. You've got memes of Soto photoshopped in Dodger blue, fans racing to buy new jerseys, and analysts tripping over themselves to redo their power rankings. It's the kind of moment that reminds you why we love this game. The drama, the surprises, the sheer unpredictability. Nobody saw it coming, but now that it's here, it feels inevitable. Juan Soto in LA just makes sense. He's built for the spotlight, built for the pressure, built for those late October nights under the lights at Dodger Stadium. And the fans? They're ready. The countdown to opening day just turned into a full-on party. And in a city that thrives on stars, the Dodgers just added another galaxy. But not everyone's celebrating. Other teams, especially in the National League, are quietly panicking. What does this mean for the Mets, who are reportedly eyeing Soto for a blockbuster 2026 splash? Or the Yankees, who now have to watch their dream outfield targets suit up for their West Coast counterpart? Even the Giants, who've tried desperately to catch up to the Dodgers, must be shaking their heads. Because this isn't just about Soto, it's about losing another step in the race. The Dodgers keep stacking, and the rest of the league keeps chasing. And it raises real questions about competitive balance, payroll disparity, and whether the league is heading toward a new kind of super team era. But hey, love it or hate it, You can't ignore it. Juan Soto to the Dodgers is a storyline too big, too bold, and too loud to overlook. Baseball just got its latest villain, and they wear blue. So what's next? Simple win. For the Dodgers, there are no excuses now. This roster is World Series or bust. Plain and simple. With Soto, Betts, Freeman, Ohtani, and an elite pitching core behind them, anything less than a championship will be a disappointment. But that's the beauty of this move. It's not safe. It's not conservative. It's a gamble with glory in mind. And in today's baseball landscape, those are the teams that inspire fans, break records, and become legends. Brandon Gomes didn't just make a trade. He made history. And as we head into the heart of the season, one thing is crystal clear. The Los Angeles Dodgers aren't just aiming for greatness. They're demanding it. Juan Soto is a Dodger. And the rest of the baseball world better buckle up. Because this ride, it's just getting started. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.